time, but we will start working with Git here. So basically, what do we have here? Okay, this is our old Ubuntu machine on cloud service with Ubuntu server operating system 18.04. So basically, what did we do? We have cloned this machine. In my case, I've cloned this 2 times, but we should clone this machine 3 times. So why? Because we want to leave this machine intact. We're going to use in some later point of time. For this exercise, we must have 3 machines. First machine is simulating the remote Git repository, or so-called Git Server. This is Git Server. And then we also must have 2 Git clients. In this case, Git client 1 and Git client 2. And all these 3 machines should be configured on the hardware or virtualized hardware level exactly like machine in our previous exercise. So these 3 machines must have at least 2 network cards. So first network card of each machine will have a purpose of internet connection, and this adapter is using NAT, as you can see, for example, from this Git server. So first adapter is configured in NAT mode, and here we have a port forwarding. Okay, please check this rule. We have port forwarding for SSH, and I'm going to change this port forwarding rule for Git server to 1313. Okay, so we are going to be consistent throughout the whole exercise. So I changed 1313.
That's where did you go? Can you...
I'm going to Git server settings, network adapter 1, port forwarding, and I changed this port to 1313. So for connecting to Git server, we are going to use outside port 1313. Is it okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Then please check adapter 2. It should be internal network, and this INT network virtual switch. It's fine. Okay, now let's go to the Git client 1. Okay, for this for today we're not going to need Git client 2, but for Monday I'm going to, for this part 2, I'm going to implement this. So right click setting, network, NAT, port forwarding. I'm going to use 1314 for this machine. This is fine. So for Git client 1, we are going to use outside port number of 1314. Okay. So
I don't understand it.
What?
Like the change, if you could maybe please draw like a diagram of how it to look like, you know, how you want this to look like. I can't picture it on my mind right now.
Okay, I'm going to explain everything. Okay, but this is just used for SSH.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, and please check the second machine. Is it INT-net and internal mode? Okay. So in your case, you have, I suppose, already cloned this machine twice.
Yes.
So you have a Git client 2 as well.
Yeah.
I'm going to prepare this for Monday. And on this Git client 2, please make sure that we use a port of 1315 for SSH connection. Okay, these are only our simple rules because I want that we are consistent throughout this whole exercise. Okay, Georgi?
Which port we use for the server?
1313. Okay, so for the server we use 1313.
But what for the regular machine? I mean, like...
On cloud?
Yeah.
No, we are not going to use this machine. This machine you are going to use for some your future purposes. I simply want that we have this machine intact. Okay. Okay. So first machine 1313, that's Git server. Then Git client 1 will be using port 1314, and Git client 2, for the purposes of SSH connection, we're going to use port 1350. Okay? So Sarah, did you?
Yeah.
Okay, did you clone machine? Yes. Okay, good. So basically what we are doing here, I'm going to draw a diagram, okay? I should have turned on webcam, but it doesn't matter. So basically, we are simulating a Git environment in the cloud. However, we are simulating it in our local virtualized environment. It's relatively simple. So here, first we have, okay, I'm going to draw like this. So first we have our host machine. It's the physical network adapter of our host machine. In my case, Windows. In David's case, it's Linux. In Johan's case, it's Mac OS X, George and Sarah Linux and Windows and so on. Okay, so basically, this host adapter is connected to the internet, which is good.
Yes.
At this other side of our host adapter, we have our virtual network that is created within the VirtualBox environment. So very simple. So what do we have here? Here we have first, we have NAT box, NAT device for the Git server. So very simple. So here is a Git server. And this server, Git server, is in its local network, local virtualized network. And this Git server is, we're simulating with this machine remote Git repository, which is on the cloud server. Okay. So we are everything like shrinking into this local virtualized environment. It would be the same, exactly. All the steps would be the same if we would be actually using AWS or something else. Okay. So it will be the same. So, as you can recall, this NAT creates a separate local network for each machine. And every machine with NAT network adapter has IP address of 10.0.2.15/24. So basically it's VirtualBox default, as you can recall, okay? Okay. And this adapter is used only for internet communication. So that adapter we are using only for the purpose of connecting our machine to the internet. And we need internet for this, of course. Okay, then we have a second machine, again with NAT, and its local environment, which is called Git client 1. And we have NAT, and again this client 1 also has the same IP address for this NAT network. It's 10.0.2.15/24. How is this possible? It's possible. So because each of these machines exist in their own local network, so they may have the same IP address. If they are located in the same local network area, then we would have to have different IP addresses for each machine, because otherwise we would have a IP address duplication error, which is very bad. The network will not work. Okay? And finally, here we have our third machine, like on this side. It doesn't matter. Again, we have NAT. And this third machine is, again, it is Git client 2. And again, it has the same IP address, 10.0.2.15/24. So, this is, by using this NAT adapter, we have fulfilled first requirement, and that is all machines must be connected to the internet. This is fulfilled. However, we also have a second requirement, because by using Git Server we are actually simulating the remote Git repository, and then we have two clients that are connecting to this Git Server. So for that purpose, for each client we must add a second network adapter that works in the internal mode. So by using VirtualBox with internal mode network, it means that this internal mode is used only for connecting virtual machines. But by using this internal mode, machines cannot go to the internet. So basically, by using two adapters, we fulfilled both requirements. Internet connection plus communication between machines. That's why we have the second adapter. Okay? So here in our VirtualBox topology configuration, here we have this virtual switch, which is called, in our case, by using VirtualBox default terminology, it is called INT net or network. Okay, so we configure second network adapter for each machine in internal mode. This is internal mode, and we connect all these adapters to the same switch, to the same virtual switch. That's why in the settings for the second adapter, for all three virtual machines, we must specify the same name for this internal network. Okay, if we change, then machines would be connected to different switch. We can change this name. We could name it David switch or whatsoever. It doesn't matter, as long as all machines have the same name for this virtual switch. So basically, this is this infrastructure part of that. Okay, so by using this internal network, internal switch, machines will be able to communicate. However, there is a catch. You see, when we used this NAT network virtual mode, NAT, machines got their IP addresses from the component called DHCP, Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol, and they got this dynamic IP, which is good. However, by using internal network mode, machines will not get automatic IP address, and we will have to configure the static IP address. That's why we added this YAML configuration file in Linux. And then, if we want to enable those machines to communicate with each other, we have to create a logical or IP address statically, but within the same domain, within the same logical IP address domain. That's what we didn't talk about, because I assume that you did this on computer network courses. So we will have to use the private IP address, and we used in our previous exercise the private IP address of the class A. You know why class A? Because it's good. We have a lot of flexibility there. And how do we know that IP address belongs to the class A? Because the IP address starts with number 10. Okay. If we have time, I will give you more information about it. But basically, the most important is that for these internal network adapters, we must use a private IP address. Okay? So here's what we are going to do. For this Git Server IP address, Git Server, we are going to use IP address 10.0.0.101. Okay, we could use any IP address from the private IP addressing range, but let's make an agreement like that because we want to be consistent. Okay, so all of us. And then for this Git client 1, of course /24 here, because we are going to use 24-bit subnet mask. Okay. Then for this Git client 1, we are going to use the IP address 10.0.102/24. And finally, for this Git client 2, we are going to use IP address of 10.0.103/24. Is this okay?
Yes.
Okay, so we will have to tweak some settings here on our virtual machines. So since I don't have the Git client, so I'm going to power both of my machines. No, only two of them. Okay, please follow my steps. Okay, we want to be consistent. So first I'm going to connect via SSH to my first server machine. You remember, on this machine we have this user on cloud with our password. You remember that?
Yes.
But we are going to change users as well. So I'm going to use my bitwise SSH client. Okay, here I have on-cloud user because we use this machine for on-cloud. I'm going to log and I'm going to put this port 1313. So in this way we connect to the server. Am I right? So we connect to the server by using the port 1313. I just click on login and I have to wait because okay. Oh, this machine still didn't boot, so I'm waiting for this. Okay, we'll wait. So simply boot all two machines, first and second machine. I'm going to pause this till this is booted. So just look here. So machines are booted. First, I'm going to connect to the Git server. So Git server by using the port 1313. Login, and I use my own cloud password. So this is the password from the previous exercise. So here is my Git server here. Now we cannot differentiate between server and client, but we have here, you know, that we use 1313, so that's Git server. And now I'm going to use another instance of this server, of this bitwise SSH client, and now I'm going to use 1314, and I'm going to connect to our Git client. Again, the same configuration as Git server because we cloned the basic machine.
Professor, do you have like a
okay, that's it.
sudo command for that? Because or do we have to do it with the
today we are going to do just a couple of more stuff. So first thing, so here on the left side I have my connection to this on-cloud server. I know that because it's 1313 port. Okay, first let's change the name of this machine. The name of this machine will be simply Git Server, okay? Or server. So let's execute the following command: sudo hostname ctl. Do you see? Is this font large enough?
yeah. We do that on the server, right?
Yes, on the server. Okay. Hostname ctl. Set -hostname. And then we change the host name to Git SRV, like server. So please do like me because we want to be consistent.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to use the password. Okay, so now we have a user on cloud user, which is not so good. We are going to create a user called Git Server user. Is this okay?
Okay.
So we just type sudo add user Git SRV user and please type some password.
It's a new password.
Yeah, but please remember this password. Full name I'll type like Git Server user. Okay, doesn't matter, it's like fictitious user, so yes. Okay. So we have a Git SRV and get Git SRV user, and now we want to add this user to the administrator group. Administrator group is Linux, is called sudo group. Okay, Georgi?
The password is the same as
It's the best if you use the same password, because if you use different passwords you will not know where you are, definitely. Okay, and now let's modify this user by adding this user to the sudo group. That's a group of Linux administrators, so I'll type sudo user mod, and then we use a hyphen or dash -a, that means that we want to add user, and then G to the group, and the group is sudo, just sudo. Sudoers is on CentOS and Red Hat based distributions. In Debian based distributions it's sudo, and then we type the username for which we want to add to this administrators or super users group. It's Git SRV user. That's it. And now let's do the same on this. Okay, in the meantime, just restart this server because we want to test it by connecting with the new user, and we want to test this new host name. Now it's on cloud clone. I type sudo init 6 to restart this machine. Okay, we are disconnected, which is good. And now let's perform the same thing on this other Git client. I know that this is Git client 10 because I used 1314 port. So I'll type sudo host name ctl set -host name Git client 1. This is the name of our first Git client machine.
So after you restart, is that the second? Oh,
That's the second. That's the Git client 1. Did you restart this? Yes.
Yeah, it changed.
Okay, hit enter, please. And now let's add user sudo add user Git client 1 user. So I'm completely consistent with terminology. Git client 1 user. Okay, hit enter, please. Okay, I'm using the same password, of course. So basically, in my case, it is Singidunu. Git client 1 user. I just type this. Enter, enter. Yes, this information is correct. Okay, finally, we want to add this user to the admin group. Sudo usermod -aj sudo. The name of the newly created user is git client 1 user. And basically that's it. Okay, let's restart this machine, please. Sudo init6. I'm going to close this window. I'm going to close all these windows. And now I'm going to connect again to my Git server, but this time with new username and password. So we are using the port 1313 because that's Git server. I have a lot of these connections here. 1313, and the user is Git server user. Am I right? And login. Georgi, are you following?
Everything works.
Okay, excellent. So I'm using 1313. That's in this way I know that this is a Git server machine. I type login and I type my password. And I'm logged in, and here I can see that I have changed the host name. Okay, we'll check whether the change of the host name was successful. In some cases, due to some configurations, it may not be true. So I'll type host name CTL, and I can see that the host name is Git server. This is unique machine ID and the bootloader ID, which is generated by the VirtualBox itself. Okay, we still did not connect to Git client 1 because we want to do some other things. Okay, so however, there is also a hosts file in Linux in the etc directory. So /etc/hosts directory, there is a host file in Linux. In this Linux, we map the DNS name to the IP address of a local machine. And the previous host name was on cloud or something, I cannot remember, but now we change host name to Git server. So I want to make sure that everything works by modifying the hosts file. Let me show you how. We type sudo nano, so /etc/hosts. Okay, and you see here, this is the IP address on the left. On the right, it's DNS name. So basically, this is local loopback address, and this is DNS name for this. This is localhost, which is good. However, this on cloud is not good. So I type git srv. That's our new host name. Okay. So always make sure when you change host name and tweak some level configurations on the host level to change this host file, please.
Should it be empty or it's empty?
Okay, please type git srv. It depends.
The address and localhost. Yeah. And
so it should be the same like in my case, please.
I mean, I don't have those lines. No.
You don't have those lines.
Everything is empty.
But did you? I suppose that you did not edit the right file. etc/hosts.
etc hosts /
Oh no, without slash.
So
in this way, you have file like host /. That's the name of the file, but this is not.
The on cloud we changed to Git server.
Yes, exactly.
Only that was a change, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And we added the new user and we logged in with new user, so everything works.
Okay.
You're editing the host file.
So, sorry?
You're editing the
Host file, yes. Just a second, please, because profesore, evo me ne nastavi, zovem vas posle, ako može za 20 minuta, molim vas. Ajde, evo. I apologize, I had to get this because Tuba is calling from Thailand. I think he's maybe, because he's going to like China, India, Thailand and Taiwan, like in the same time. So like in a period of 1 month. Okay, it's git as srv. Okay, did we change this, please? Yeah. Okay, very good. Control X and Y. Okay, so now we have to edit this network configuration file. Do you remember what this is? Sudo nano etc.
You just press enter for that, right? No. Control X or
what did you say?
For the previous one, for the
yes, Control X, yes, that's it.
Save modified buffer, yes. And name to write. No.
Just Y and enter, okay? Okay. So now look at this diagram. Okay, maybe we could, but you know I'm a terrible drawer, so I don't know how to draw really. But I think you can see from this diagram. Maybe you could like take a picture of this diagram and post it on the course page to know what we are doing, if you like.
For some reason, I cannot log into this account. I deleted the account and I'm back again. Now it's not working.
How?
It says like my password is incorrect.
Yes. Would you like to please and then send me this picture, please? Yes. Because I am about to get new phone, and if you have iPhone 11, then it will be awesome.
Yeah.
Huh?
No, it's 10.
It's 10, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But did you see pictures from iPhone 11?
Yeah.
Night pictures. Night mode is excellent because of machine learning algorithms. Huh?
Better than the eyes.
Yes, because of the software, yes. Yeah. That's right, John. That's right. Yes.
Artificial eyes.
Yeah, that's right. Yes. It's really outstanding.
Yeah, I saw. Really good.
Yeah.
The price is really good as well.
It's good price. Here you can find but you know here you can find this 11 without Pro, but you don't need Pro. Definitely. Why?
That's true.
For 800 euros.
Really?
Yeah.
Where?
Yeah. I'll give you phone number if you like.
Where?
I'll give you phone number.
Okay,
if you like.
I'm just curious. Where can you find it?
Yes, that's the lowest price I found.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Well, that's basically how you can get like iPhone X brand new for like 800. So
it's the lowest price with 2 years of guarantees, like everything. Apple official, so that's a real price. That's real price.
In the States, it's 1,500. That's the price for the original one.
Yeah.
1,500.
1,500 is the price for it. So that's double the price of yours.
500.
But no, it's for Pro.
Yeah.
This is for regular, not for Pro.
No, iPhone 11. No.
Yes, this is iPhone 11 regular, that with 128 gigabytes.
Yeah.
For
Same.
800 euros.
Same.
iPhone 11 without Pro with 128 gigabytes. Yes, that's
800 euros.
Yes, any color.
That's strange.
No, it's not strange. I've seen the phone. I bought it. Huh?
It's 500 in the States. In the New York, to buy it in the Best Buy, it's 500. I checked it yesterday.
500. No.
1,500.
No, 1,500. No.
1,500.
No.
I can show you.
This phone, this exactly the same phone in the States cost $750. That's it.
How much?
$750.
In the States.
Yes.
Brand new 1,500.
No, it's Pro.
Yeah, he's talking about Pro.
Pro, no, $750. This model with 128 gigabytes costs in the States. And here the lowest price is 800 euros.
The Pro is 1,500.
Yes, of
The
course.
regular one, the regular one is 850 in the States.
But with 255 gigabytes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright.
So this is good price. This is excellent price for Serbia.
Yeah, because
Just a little bit higher than, but in States, you know, they give you prices without taxes. You add tax to this price, you get roughly the same price as this. So this is very good price. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about Pro.
No.
Give me one, I'll sell it.
No. Okay. Sorry. So let's change this AP address. So we said that this rule is going to have this AP address. 10.0.0.101. Okay?
Okay.
So let's do it. So sudo nano net plan etc net plan slash YAML, and here we have all of this.
What did you so net plan 01 that
when you type 01, then just press tab, please. Just press tab and that's it, please.
nothing shows, that's why.
Nothing. No,
it's fine.
It's fine. I know it's fine. Okay, we have like 10 more minutes. So Georgia and everybody, please, for Friday, I really apologize. Okay.
So we need to change the address to what the.
We just have to please remove 2 and type 101.
And same thing for the client.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Did we do it?
Yes.
Control X and Y. Okay, everything is good. And now let's log into client and do the same. I'm going to open another client instance. So now it's 1314. Okay. And now the username is git client 1 user. Am I right? So git client 1 user. Are we good? Oh, I've recorded everything we talked about, but it doesn't matter. Okay. So git client 1 user.
If someone wants to buy iPhone.
Oh no, it will be like
sponsorship here.
No. Yeah, maybe Apple sees it.
We'll get sponsorship here. Everybody gets Mac.
Maybe. Yeah. Who knows? Okay. So what should we do here? We should edit this host file again. Okay. So sudo nano etc/hosts.
That's for the client, right?
Yes, that's for this git client 1. So enter, please. And again, I'm going just to change this to git client 1. Alex, thanks for the picture. Okay, did we change this?
So can you show the command again?
Okay, I'm just going to type Control X and Y. Okay, of course, no, it's okay. So just type this, please.
Yes.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. And now we only have to change the IP address, and instead that we're going to use 1 of 2. Yes, 1 of 2. It's important to be consistent because we will like mess things around. Okay, Georgia, you finished? Did you finish?
Almost.
Okay. So did you edit this host file?
Yeah.
And you changed as git client 1. And now I'm going to clear the screen. Okay. So sudo nano etc net plan 01 net configuration.yaml.
Maybe easier we do side by side. with both the client and the server.
Yes, maybe. Okay. So in later steps we will do like a lot of things in parallel. So I'll do side by side. Yeah. Okay. Of course. No problem. Good idea. And please change this to 1 on 2. Okay. Yes. And please just type sudo netplan apply, because we want to apply these tweaked settings.
We also need to do it for the server.
Yes, you also have to do this for the server. Yes, I'm coming back to server and just I want to type sudo netplan apply. Okay. Now we're good to go, I suppose.
Change this. What's this called? This is host name and this is host name. This is the username. Or is it etc username? I think you can go use your mod and then change the name.
Okay, are we good? And let's just briefly test the connection between client and server. So from this 1314, it's a client side. I'm going to ping the server because I want to take this local connectivity between client and server. It's address 101. It works, you see? Yes, from the client to the server, the connection is good. And let's test it from the other side, from the server to the client. I'm going to ping 10, 10, 10. It works. So, you know, now, okay, it works. So on Monday, we are going to set up the third machine. And we'll finish the Git installation, configuration, and everything. So we'll need the whole day for that, definitely. And on Friday, we're doing theory and presentations. So Friday is presentation day. So please come, we have to finish. And we also need to like fill some slots in the next week. So it works, and this is this infrastructure or DevOps part. It's very useful. I hope that you learned something about virtualization, but basically, you know, all these things we can apply on AWS and other cloud providers.
Okay.
So you have those Amazon courses, you may look at them. I'm going to cancel this and that, and I'm going to close connection. Okay, I really apologize once again. Okay, I'm going to just stop this.